What's going on, peoples? Let me tag some people. Give me a minute. Just tagging some people so they can watch the show. Just sending out notifications, y'all. That's all I'm doing. Sending out notifications. Shady Grove on a Sunday. Big Wig was in the building as always. Always supporting. Tugboat in the building. You already know, Big XX. I don't want all New York Met talk. I'm a mute you if I hear all New York Met. We're going to give them their props and we're going to keep it moving. No extra shit. Philly Kid in the building. Oh, man, I can see y'all ready to go today, man. Shady Grove, ALYORK Sports, the raw truth. Sunday, ready to give y'all the noise, man. Slam Boogie in the building, man. Day one, Slam Boogie. I see you, baby. I see you. Let me let the building fill up and then we can start, you know, the Sunday show, which is a lot different from the Friday. This is the show where, like, I get involved with y'all. I expect y'all to have questions that y'all want to ask. Not that I want to give out or that I want to dictate. No. Y'all ask the questions. I answer them to the best of my ability, man. As long as y'all within the perimeters of sports, I got it. Chillin', Slam, you know, just another day, man. You know what I mean? You know how we are, man. We pushing 5-0 right now, man. So we got to enjoy life more. It's all about enjoying life more. Getting everything you can get out of life. X-Man, what's up? Yeah, X, definitely. We're going to get into that, X. Just give me a minute. I just want to let the buildings tap in. Let the peoples tap in. Let me start off first by saying X wide receiver, Demaryius Thomas, who died at age 33 on December 3rd. Nobody knew what he died of. So now that is clarified during the autopsy. It was basically seizure disorder. So we all know he used to catch seizures. So he died through the seizures, not no foul play or not anything else. Demaryius Thomas, rest in power, bro. You was only 33 years old. You had a whole life in front of you. God bless you and your family, man. Demaryius Thomas. Let me go to other news real quick. Let me talk about the Dodgers while we right here. Clayton Kershaw is on the IL once again. A day after he left his start in Frisco with lower back pain. So Kershaw will be out at least 15 days to the swarming LA Dodgers. Let me see. I see people tapping in. Jeff Gersten in the building. What's up, Jeff? We're going to get to a lot of what you guys got to say. Let me just throw out a few news out here, and then we'll get going. Let's talk about the Brew Crew, Jeff. A team in your division, because you're a Redbird fan. They're the National League Central. The Brew Crew has been playing horrible. 3-7 in their last 10. In a lot of their games, they lost in the bullpen. And we spoke about them losing Josh Hader was huge. You called it more than me. You thought it was more bigger than I thought. You know, I thought having Williams back there and adding Tyler Rogers would have been okay. I thought that would have been okay. But obviously, okay, something popped up on my screen. So basically, what I'm saying is, yeah. So Williams is not no Josh Hader. Even though he had like 30 innings without giving up a run, he didn't give up a home run all season. As soon as Hader got traded, he started giving up runs, and he gave up that home run he didn't give up all season. So this is to tell you, ninth inning is a whole different brand of ball game. Jeff Gersten hit up on that, and you know it was great to know that, you know, how huge the ninth inning is. Because I thought, you know, I didn't think anybody could come in, but Devin Williams was lights out. But they pushed him up and in and up, and his whole world changed. And the Brew Crew right now are suffering while the Redbirds is running. Redbirds won like 7 in a row, or something like, if I'm correct, 8 out of 10, and they rolling right now. They picked up 2 pitchers with Quintana and Montgomery. Hopefully they get Flaherty back, and the Redbirds could get going. And I like them to win that Central easily. My thing is, what can they do in the playoffs? That's my question. Okay, let me see what we got here. Yeah, rest in peace to your beautiful mother, Jeff Gerson, who passed away 6 months ago. We definitely got to put that out there. God bless her soul. And while I'm at it, I want to also give another happy birthday to Miss Jess and Felix Jacino, who had birthdays last week and end up winning the giveaway this week. How ironic. Both of them won, and their birthdays were last week. What else we got here? Let's start taking some questions. Yeah, like I said, Brew Crew are suffering, and they might not come back. Let's see what we got. Let's go on. Yeah, like Wiggle says, every show on Sundays, Yankees and Mets in the World Series. He has to say that. Let me go back. I think X got something here. Yeah, X said that the Mets created breathing room with the Braves. Yes, they did, winning 4 out of 5 games in a huge series that the Braves were supposed to take 3 out of 5. Braves were down 3 games going in and lost 4 out of 5. That's a bad look. That's a real bad look. And I think now they're down 6 games back. Is a lot of time, but this head-to-head was huge for the New York Metropolitans. Let me see what else we got here, guys. Yeah, guys, I'm going to need all y'all. I'm going to need y'all because, I mean, I can freestyle. That's not an issue. Yeah, the Yankees got swept in St. Louis. I'm not here to make excuses. Like I said in mid-season, I told y'all in mid-season, there's no way we can go up. We started out so good, we can only go down. I made that clear. Now, when I mean down, I don't mean down where they're not going to make the playoffs. No, they still going to win the division, but there's no way in the world they're going to play as good as they did, and y'all seeing it right now. And not to mention, we reaching August, which is the dog days for a lot of teams. Now, St. Louis, unfortunately, didn't start out that good. Even though they was in second place, they were underachieving the whole first half of the season, and now they showing the team that they can be right now. So now they getting hot. When they started cold, the Yankees were hot. Now they getting cold. So you're going to see a lot of that flip-flop shit going on in baseball, because that's what baseball is. In the dog days, usually the teams that started out really good tend to like slow it down a bit. Now, the only team that I can really recognize that's not slowing down is the LA Dodgers, and I'm very impressed with the Dodgers. I mean, Kershaw's been out most of the year. Walker Buehler been out, most of the year. I mean, these guys got other guys stepping up. Gosselin's pitching outstanding ball. Anderson, who's on the mound today, is 12-1. I mean, if you would have told me that Gosselin and Anderson would have had a combined record of 22-3, I probably would have told you, don't talk to me for the rest of your life. Get off my show. Get missing. Go that away. Don't talk to me for the rest of my life. But they doing it. They doing it. These guys are coming out of nowhere with superb years. Mookie Betts doing what he does. Freeman does what he does. The Turner brothers. I mean, these guys are really good. If they get Bellinger going, you got Muncy. They are so stacked in their lineup. It's incredible. And what they doing to the San Diego Padres, beating them 16 out of 18 games before this game here, they are ruling the San Diego Padres. And like I said, I don't care what kind of team they got. If they can't beat the Dodgers, they're not going to get to the chip. It's plain and simple. And as you're seeing, the Dodgers, whether they got Soto, and I mean with Soto, it's only 2-0 in today's game, but you can see that the Dodgers got like that mind game on them. Like they got one up on them. Like before the game even starts, the Dodgers got one up on them. And until the Padres can take that mindset away, they ain't going to beat the Dodgers come playoff time. Let me see what else you guys got. B4 in the building. I see you, baby. X, it's going to hurt the Braves. They started pitching, got nipped up in this series. And it also let the Mets know that they could play against the champions. You know what I mean? This is a great confident booster for the New York Mets, especially in the second half of the season. We all know that the Mets start out quick and end up choking late. Now, it's still early, but I don't think they're going to choke late, especially if they starters stay healthy, especially DeGrom and Scherzer. If them guys stay healthy, they're not going to choke late. I'm telling you right now. But if one of them get hurt or whatever, the other guys are decent. Bassett, Carrasco, Walker. But I don't trust those guys like that. Who I do trust is Scherzer and DeGrom. See what else we got. Big Apple. I know Yankees, we going through it. Listen, you got to take the good with the bad. I'm not even sweating it. We still got like a 10-game lead. We just got to start, we got to come back from this sweep and get going. We got to get going. What you got, Jeff? You say question. What you got? Okay, I'm just scrolling down, seeing what you guys got for me. Yeah, Jeff said the Cardinals, by losing out on Soto and keeping all their talent, may have won by losing. It's easy to say that, Jeff, now that the Cards are hot. But if the Cards were struggling right now, like let's say, for example, the Yankees swept them, I don't think this question comes about. But the fact that the Cards ran off 7 wins in a row, and I told you from the beginning, I don't think Soto was your guy. I think the Cardinals are going to pay for not getting that marquee pitcher. Now, yes, they got 2 pitchers that probably could equivalent to one good one in Quintana and Montgomery. I could see them, making one solid starter, both of them combined. But I still think that y'all needed to get that marquee pitcher, especially you guys. I know the Yankees needed it, but we got Cole. I mean, you guys don't have a number 1 still. I don't trust Adam Wainwright. I don't trust Mikolas. I definitely don't trust Montgomery. And I don't trust Quintana to get the ball in game 1. Y'all missing the game 1 starter. I don't care if Flattery come back. Castillo would have been the guy for y'all. That would have been a perfect fit. But I don't think Soto you guys really needed. As you see, you guys can hit. I mean, Goldie's killing shit. Arenado's doing this thing. O'Neal, DeJean, Edmund. You guys got a lineup, dog. You need pitching. You need pitching. Let me see where we at. Phillies are red hot. They beating up on weak teams like you're supposed to. But I told y'all, don't sleep on the Phillies. I made it clear. And with the addition of Marsh and Robertson, with Iglesias, they only going to get better. No, not Iglesias. Let me take that back. Marsh. They picked up Marsh and they picked up Robertson. Those are big acquisitions. And then they dropped a few guys off that wasn't doing nothing, guys that been there. So they setting the tone like they taking loyalty out of this. I mean, Girardi got canned early in the year. Phillies are doing whatever it's taking to get going. And I told y'all, don't sleep on them. They got hitters too. They got Hoskin, Castellano, Harper, Realmuto. Them guys are deep also. Don't sleep on the Phillies. I told y'all that earlier. Let me see what else you got here. X, you never supposed to count out the Braves. Braves are a real good team. Big O in the building. I see you, baby. Atlanta Braves, they champions. You can never count them out. Now, they did lose Freeman, and people might think that Olsen is going to put the same numbers as Freeman. But Olsen's not a leader like Freeman. And this is where I keep telling y'all why Derek Jeter with the Yankees was so important. You don't have to produce more on the field to be great in what you do. You know what I mean? Jeter was a great leader of men, and Freeman you could put in that category with the Braves. Freeman, the Braves lost more than a good player. They lost a leader. And I think that's going to hurt them this year. Now, Olsen's going to put numbers up. Forget about that. That kid Olsen is sick with it. But he ain't a leader of men. Freeman was. And you're going to see the difference as it starts charting down later in the season. When you lose your leader, you lose a lot. Let me see what else you guys got. Don't tell me you can't keep up with one guy. Don't tell me 100 motherfuckers can't keep up with one guy. So I'm going to look to see what you guys got. I'm going to keep strolling down. X is saying that Judge is slumping. I mean, I don't know where you really get that, X, because what, he got 3 hits today? I mean, what you expect him to do? Hit a home run every game? Come on, X. X, you real crucial with the Yankees, but with the Mets, boy, you be giving them a pass like a motherfucker. You know, dog, you got to play fair both ways. X, you my guy, but when it comes to the teams you like, you give them a pass, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not worrying about Judge. He's the MVP. I'm not worrying about him. Got 3 hits today. Okay, he ain't hit no home runs probably all series. What that means, he's still getting on base. He's still hitting the ball. I'm not worrying about it. We're slumping right now. Slumping means that we're not, you know, we're on the other side. We're not coming through in the big time. We're not getting the innings from the pitchers that we need. It's just a bad time right now. But hopefully we can get out of this sooner than later and play Yankee baseball again. No, I get you, Jeff. You ain't got to break it down what leadership means. You're definitely right. You know, Soto is a dramatic player, but he's still not a leader of men yet. You would think that Manny Machado would be that guy, especially I thought that Machado turned the corner when he yelled at Tatis for not hustling last year. I thought that was Manny of turning the corner and being the leader of the Padres. But ever since he did that, I heard nothing of Manny. And you're right, they lack in leadership, and it's going to hurt them severely. It's going to hurt them severely late. Anytime you don't have a leader on your team, it's going to hurt you severely. Let me see what else. Yeah, Jeff, that's what I'm saying. He got 3 hits, 4 RBIs. I don't know what X is talking about. I think X expects him to hit a home run every game. That's not going to happen. I think that's your idea, Jeff. You think Montas is a mistake, but you made it clear to me we really didn't give up nothing for him. So you have to get him. You have to see what he got to offer. Now, I hope you're wrong on the arm issues, because having arm issues, Humpty in the building, what's up? Humpty watched the replay to catch up and not catch up from here on. We're talking about the Yankees. I was just asked if Montas was a mistake, and I'm going to run with no, because we had to take a chance of getting a number 2 unless Sevy could come back, and then we could drop Montas to a 3 or 4. Now, Jeff is saying that he's over his innings as a yearly inning thing, like he's way over the average of innings, and that he's got arm issues. And if that's true, then that means we're looking at maybe a Montas with a dead arm. Shook Knight in the building, I see you, baby. That means we're looking at a dead arm issue with Montas. That's why I think we gave him, 4 or 5 days rest before he got a start. And if he does got a dead arm, we better sit him down, let that arm come about, because one thing Montas got is an arm. What fears me about Frankie Montas is his control issues. He's got all the stuff, but he's got to throw strikes. And he could become wild in the strike zone. Let me explain to y'all what that means. He could have a hitter 0-2 and throw him a pitch right down the middle. You can't do that. You don't see Verlander do that. Garrett Cole, yes, on and off, because he's not having a top year. But usually them dominant pitches on an 0-2 count either bounce one or throw one way high, so that, you know, they can, you know, play with you a little bit and kind of have you misthink. But you don't throw 0-2 pitches right down the middle, or you don't walk hitters on 4 straight pitches. And until Montas figured out his control issue, and if he ain't got a dead arm, then I love this situation. But if he has a dead arm and doesn't figure out his control situation, then it was just a bad trade. I mean, we really didn't give up that much for him, like Hum said, and like you said, Jeff. So that's why I'm not really upset. It's not like we gave everybody up for him. What else we got? Yeah, Hump, that's what I'm thinking, Hump. I'm just hoping that Montas ain't got a dead arm. That's all I'm hoping. If he ain't got a dead arm, then I'll work with the control issues until we can tighten him up. But he's got great stuff. One thing about Montas, always had great stuff. Let me give y'all an update. Two zip Dodgers, bottom of the fifth at Dodger Stadium. Let me see what else we got here. Come on, guys. Don't let me outwork y'all. You guys got a bunch of y'all got a bunch of hyenas out there. I'm one lion. Don't let me beat y'all. Don't let me outwork y'all. All of y'all combined should be able to outwork me. If not, that's a sad situation. Bucks own. Either. Yeah, the Mets looking good, Wiggles. No question about that. Let me see what Humpty got. Yeah, Humpty, that's what I'm talking about. If you would have listened to what I said, he's wild in the strike zone. Which means, like I said, he can have you 0-2 and 1-2. And instead of having you fish or hit in the corner, I don't care if he throws a breaking ball, split, or a fastball. You don't throw a dead center over the plate, but it's open season for the hitter. If it's 3-2, I can live with that, but not 1-2, 0-2. And like I said, when you don't have control of your pitches, it's very difficult to hit spots because all you worrying about is getting the ball over the plate. And if his mindset is I got to throw a strike, he's going to lose the battle. He's got to be able to get that out of his head and just pitch, because he's aiming the ball. When you aim in the ball, it's like an NFL quarterback. You do not want to aim the ball because that's when you throw the interceptions, etc. Montas got to figure out that control issue, or not, we got to send him down until he figured it out. Jeff, you got the Cardinals. That's the answer for the Mets. Let me see what else you guys got. What else you guys got? Yeah, Humpty, I didn't read the last passage. You said a good catcher will help out Montas. Obviously, Trevino's having a career year, but he's not the catcher that's considered a top-notch catcher, especially for the pitching staff. So I'm with you. Let me see what else we got, guys. I'm strolling down. Don't let me outwork y'all, guys, because I'm going to call y'all out after the show. If one monster outworks y'all whole group, I don't be bugging. I don't be like, come on, this can't happen. Padres and Yanks. Well, Jeff Gerson said Padres and Yanks, who made trades, both are floundering. Jeff, it's too early, Jeff. Jeff, what are we in, a second series? I'm going to act like I didn't hear that question, Jeff, because you way too smart for that. Especially you. You don't go off 2 series. Not only that, the Padres won 4 out of 5 in their first series, and they'll probably get swept here. So, to be quite frankly, they still got a winning record with all the new guys. So, no, they didn't flounder. It's just Padres, you're going to have to get time, and they're going to have to figure out who's their leader. Until they figure out who's their leader, man, because I thought it was Machado, but I don't hear him talking. Now he's kind of looking like Kevin Durant out there, where he's worrying about him. I mean, a leader, like I said, takes on press conference, talks about the team, good or bad, get on. And he's not doing that. He's not doing that like Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter used to get on whether we lost 8 in a row or 7 in a row. I mean, that's what a leader does. A leader takes over when times are good or times are bad. And I don't see Machado, haven't seen him once in this series in no interview yet. So step your game up, dog. If you want to lead that team, you better lead by example. What else we got, guys? I'm just strolling down, guys. Let me see what else we got. Jeff said if this the year that Tom Brady gets beats up, well, it's very possible because they lost 3 linemen to the injuries, and they lost their center, which was huge. He's going to be out 6-7 games, so now they got to address the line. Every other compartment, they straight. Receivers, running back, linebackers, cornerbacks, defensive line, offensive line. They want to win, has to protect Tom Brady. So until they address that, he might get beat up, especially when you're playing the Rams and the Saints, etc. Those type of teams will capitalize on a weak offensive line. See what else we got. Jeff said Brady gets hurt, yes or no? I mean, he's hurt every year, but if you mean like out where you mean hurt like he's out missing games, I don't think so. Unless they rolled over on his leg or something, Brady should be all right. He lets the ball go quick. You know Brady's not trying to get hit. And if they're chasing him, he knows how to get down. And if they hit him, you know the flag's coming out. I don't think so. Matthew Stafford's shoulder is yet to be, to know what? We don't know. Only he knows what his shoulder feels like. I just think, like I told people, I don't think they're going to repeat. Everybody that plays the Rams, they got it circled on their calendar as a playoff game. Why? Because they're the ex-champions. Every champion gets a line squared around on the schedule, like Rams. Every team circling that game. So that's what makes those games so difficult, because everybody wants to beat the Super Bowl champs. See what else here? Yeah, good point, Humpty. Yankees need to hit the ball, hit and run, get singles. What you call basically manufacturing runs. They waiting on that 3-run homer. That's not their style of play. They're not Earl Weaver and the Baltimore Orioles, who specialize in a 3-run homer. No. They got to get back to Yankee baseball. But like I said, this ain't bothering me. I expected this to happen. Now, what I expect from the Yankees and Aaron Boone is to come back from this and come back strong, especially right before the playoffs. What else? Yeah, I would say the Astros are the favorite in the American League for multiple reasons. You know, they got the best record. They beat the Yankees, you know, head-to-head. And I like the pickups they got. I think the pickups are making them stronger with Vasquez and Trey Mancini. So, yeah, they still the team to beat. Can they be beat? Of course. I mean, they're not as strong as they used to be. You know, you lose Correa and Springer. You lose Cole. You know, you're definitely not as strong as they used to be. So they're very beatable. But right now, I would have to say the Astros are the team to beat in the American League. Yes, I agree with that. What up, Ephraim? Much respect, Biggie. I see you in PR with all those flicks, man. Total Rohinas and, you know, God bless and all. I got love for all the Rohina brothers, man. You already know. Let me see. Padres. Yeah, Humpty, the problems are going to be a problem. But let me say this again. The Padres are going to be a problem, but this is my problem. They can't beat the Dodgers. And even if they find a way to win today, they still lost 16 of 19. So the Dodgers are all in their head. And like I said, if they get swept this series, it's going to be really bad because they got swept without Kershaw and without Walker Buehler. Come on, man. They're in their head. And like I said, until they learn how to beat the blue, they're not advancing. You don't just get beat up by a team for 2 years and meet them in the playoffs and everything changes. Now, I would admit, yes, it's a brand new season, but everything just don't change like that. Let me see what else you got. Jeff Gerson really bringing it, man. Yeah, Bucks starting out real tough, Jeff. I know Brady would game plan. I believe they'll probably spread it out, run the ball, you know, right, left. I believe they'll do a lot of short passes just to get the new offensive lineman equated to the situation. I don't think they're just going to let them hang early. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the game plan is going to be a lot different to protect that offensive line that needs help. And who's better than Tom Brady and them to come up with a game plan for something like that? I don't think nobody is. Let me see what else we got here, guys. Hey, Miss Jess, how you doing? I'm very far. I appreciate you, though. We definitely got a link. Definitely got a link. And congratulations again. And I wish you another happy birthday. And I'm glad you won this week. You and Mr. Felix Jacino, thank you so much. This is my brother here, Orlando's White. Much love, big bro. I just want you to know you my brother, dog. I'm going to just leave it like that. Let me see what else we got here, guys. Yeah, the Rams are favored 2.5, which they should be against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills did not make it to the chip. The Rams did. Rams are at home, so that's a fair line. Am I going to take them? I don't know. I'm thinking of teasing the Buffalo Bills up to 9.5 with something else. You know how I do. But my straight bettors, I think my straight bettors are also leaning on the Bills. The people that bet straight. What a play by Taylor. Oh, my gosh. Took away a double, possible triple. A diving catch in left field for the Dodgers. Great play by Taylor. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, Loco said the Blue Jays. It's hard to count a team out that got all that hitting. And they pitching ain't stepping up. Berrios ain't doing what they thought he would do. Gausman ain't doing what they thought he would do. Gausman's coming up short. Berrios is coming up short. But I would not sleep on the Jays like I would not sleep on the Phillies. These are teams that can easily break through everybody. They just got enough hitting and somewhat enough pitching. But Jays' bullpen is very bad. That's what worries me about the Blue Jays, is their bullpen. All right, let me see what else. I'm just going by, guys, seeing what I see here. Jeff, I love you, brother. You know I'm waiting for Daffy Duck. Wherever Daffy, if he want me to fly out to New York and get it on with him, I'm all for it, man. But let it be a price on that head. I got to get a price on his head. I can't do free shit no more. The free shit is out the window. Jeff, you know what? Now that we playing them the first 4 games and their line is kind of weak, if Cowboys can keep it close late, I say they could beat the Bucks. But I just got a feeling that Brady's going to rip them up early. They're going to throw them off the defense, a lot of running. And then when the Cowboys think they're going to run, they're going to pass. And I just think the Bucks will find a way. But like I said, if the boards are close and they moving the rock, anything's possible. Let me see. I'm looking at the question, guys. Yeah, Humpty, great point as always. I don't think the Dodgers worries. It's the Padres. It's the New York Mets. I think the Mets have what it takes to beat the Dodgers, but the only thing that scares me about the Mets is their lack of hitting. Now, they hit in the series against the Braves. Yes, they did. But their lack of hitting is what worried about me. I felt they needed to get another hitter. I think J.D. Martinez would have been a perfect fit for the New York Mets. They got Tyler Naquin, who's nothing but a substitute pitch hitter. He's not going to make that lineup better. You know, they got a lot of guys that are not hitting. Polar Bear definitely hitting. Lindor, Marte's hitting. But they don't have a lot of guys hitting for average. And when you're playing the Dodgers, man, I'm telling you, if Dodgers can beat either Scherzer or DeGrom, then the Mets are in trouble because the Dodgers are going to spank the other 3 pitchers available. Walker, they're going to kill Carrasco, and Bassett ain't going to stop that lineup. Where the Mets could be the Dodgers at, if DeGrom and Scherzer do what they're supposed to do and both win 2 games each, in a 7-game series. But if the Dodgers could break through one of them, I don't think they could beat them. I don't think the Mets could beat them. Let me see what else we got. We got Jorge Santiago on the building. Like I said, guys, don't let one man defeat all of y'all. I'm here. Ask me the questions. I'm here to answer them. I'm here to answer them. Give me the ability to work. I don't know if the Mets need a Castillo, huh? Because they got 2 real studs. And all they need is either whoever they go game 3 and 4. If I had to assume, I would say Bassett and Carrasco, but it could be Walker. They just got, one of those guys got to produce. Just get a win. Just get a win. Now, against the Dodgers, a different ballgame, because the Dodgers can fucking smoke, man. Dodgers can smoke. They hit the ball against anybody, bro. One thing about the Dodgers, don't care who you put out there. Mookie Betts, Turner, Freeman, you know what I mean? The other Turner, Muncy. I mean, these guys are special the way they hit that rock. I mean, you got the MVP from a few years ago hitting 9th in Bellinger. Need I say more? I'm talking about guys that can hit when it matters, George. George, average is overrated to me. I hate to say it. If you just moving guys first to second, first to third. Now, if you say they're hitting the worst, get me what they hitting with runners in scoring position since you so smart, George. Since you got all this smart and you ahead of the game, get me what they, and don't pull up no bullshit stat. Dodgers hit when they need a hit, bro. They the biggest clutch hitting team in the game. That's why they in first place without Kershaw and without Walker Buehler. Average hitting is overrated. You got to hit when it matters. Because you could get 2 singles in a row every inning, right? But then you ground to a double play and you fly out. Then what does that mean? You got 2 hits in an inning. What does that mean? You got to hit when it counts. And if you telling me that, George, by saying the Mets got better hitters than the Dodgers, if you wasn't my man, I would tell you to tune out. Because there's no way you can match the Mets hitters to the Dodgers hitters. Clutch situation, guy for guy. Now, you might have a couple, maybe an average or 2. There's no way. Yeah, Bellinger sucks, but he's hitting 9th. He hit a home run today. Let me tell you something. You got me Bellinger hitting 9th on any lineup. I don't care if he's hitting 2 or whatever. Bellinger still, at the end of the day, is a fucking threat. That big boy, every time he come up, it's a fucking threat. I agree with you, though, George. Drury would have been a nice pickup. I agree with you. Let me see what else we got. Now, don't mind me if I'm all in it, because I got to read this shit. Oh, I don't have that in front of me, Hump. But I know that Gosselin's got like about a 3. Anderson's under 3. Kershaw was about 3 and change. They got a kid named White. He's probably like their worst earned run average guy. And Buehler wasn't pitching good when he was there. Buehler's probably over 4. But you know Walker Buehler come back when healthy. He's supposed to be their ace. So right now, they're just trying to get Walker Buehler healthy. You know what I mean? And if they get Buehler healthy, Kershaw's looking decent. Gosselin and Anderson are pitching out their fucking minds. Think about that. What's up, Isabel? Everybody tuning in. Jesse Gambino in the building. Jesse said the Mets always fold. I agree with you, Jesse. This year, it feels a little different. I'm going to tell you why. You got Buck Showalter that God knows how bad he needs a championship. You know, he led all these teams, like especially the Yankees. I think he played a Mark Jackson role of the Yankees. Well, Mark didn't go to state. Showalter did with the Yankees, where he built that team to win, and then Torrey came in, just like Steve Kerr came in. So Showalter, just like Mark Jackson, don't get enough credit. I would like to see Showalter not only win the division, but at least get deep in the playoff. The guy deserves it. I really never loved him as a manager. I think he's too computerized for me. He do that lefty, lefty, righty, righty too much. I think sometimes he overthinks the game. That's his problem for me. Sometimes you just got to let the pitch out there and let him get out, whether it's righty, lefty, lefty, righty. You don't have to match him all the time. And if it wasn't for that 3-batter rule, I'm telling you, you would see Showalter taking the pitch out every time they got one guy out. The only reason why he's not doing it is because of the 3-batter rule. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, Kershaw's on the DL again. 15 days, Jeff. It's only 15 days. He'll be ready for the playoffs, if that's what you insinuated. Jesse said he's the bridge manager. Well, let's hope he could go beyond that. Like I said, I'm not big in Showalter the way he manages, but it's fair to say I like him. You know, nice going guy, always got positive things to say. He just can't get a break, and hopefully this year he could get a break. Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey, and that's been the problem with Showalter. That's why he needs a break. We're going to say both of them are going. Jesse, that's the point I'm trying to make. If you're listening to what I'm saying, I'm saying that Showalter comes up short. He's Mark Jackson of the MLB. That's exactly what he is. He made his team, the Yankees, build them to win, but couldn't do it himself. And when he went with the Orioles, when he produced a lot of those good teams with the Orioles, he couldn't do it there either. Arizona, I don't have the paperwork in front of me or whatever, but I know one thing. He's doing a hell of a job this year. I feel like the Mets are built to win this year. I'm not going to say win it all, but when you got the best 1-2 pitchers in the game, in DeGrom and Scherzer, woo, and they both proven pitchers. If they are healthy, watch out. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Let me see what else you got. Well, I don't know, Gambino, like I said, it's a different Met team. It's not the Met team from last year. You know, DeGrom got help behind him. They added some veterans in Marte. They added the third baseman there who's not hitting for nothing, but I think he'll do better. Nemo looks like he's coming within himself. You know, O'Neal's hitting from time to time. Polar Bear's that guy. I still think, like I said, I don't think they have enough hitting. You can't win every game 1-zip, 2-zip, 3-1. I mean, you can win a couple games, DeGrom and Scherzer, but what's going to happen when Bassett gets on them, man, when Walker or when Carrasco? They're not going to hold the opposition to 2 runs, 1 run. Not every time out like Scherzer and DeGrom could. That's why I think the Mets are going to come up short. And if a team could beat either Scherzer or DeGrom, then I think the Mets become in trouble big time. Let me see what else you guys got. Peace about on the building. Shout out to my man from LA. With a cheap check mode. Hold up. Let me see what he got. Yeah, Pete, anytime you lose a talent of Tyreek Hill, you can't replace a talent like that. I'm going to start off by saying Chiefs already lost out. Now, what the Chiefs got to hope is that they get a career year from Juju. You know, a couple other receivers that they picked up in the draft can show up. You know, Kelsey's going to have to play super big again. Mahomes is going to have to be as efficient as he ever's been, losing the talent of Tyreek Hill. So no matter what, they're going to go down a grade offensively in my book. But they are loaded. I mean, they got a couple running backs there. You know what I mean? That kid Edwards they got from LSU, little short guy. I think McKinnon can help them out on third down. McKinnon's a real sneaky back. You know, they are a better team. As far as a whole team that's going to have to work together to make themselves better. But they are, let me rephrase, they're not going to be better without Hill, but now they got to work as a team is what I'm saying, more as a team. When Hill took over games sometimes. Like there was a time where Guillory said that he called like a 8-yard pass on 3rd and 20 versus the Raiders and took it to the house. I don't think they have anybody that can do that on offense. No. That's what makes Hill so dangerous. He can turn anything into a home run. They losing that. But can they compete? Yes. Would they still be great? Yes. And Mahomes got a lot to prove to everybody right now that he's as good as he's being paid. I'm going to leave it like that. Let me see what else you guys got for me. Gambino is all about ifs. I mean, when you think about it, if you're telling me, are the Mets better? Yeah, I'm telling you they better, but you don't want to fucking hear me. You want to keep saying they're going to fall short again. And I'm going to guarantee this. They're going to have a better record than last year. They're going to make the playoffs. And I'm even going to take it to another level. I think the Mets win the first round. So it ain't no ifs. Do you like that? Do you like that? I'm saying they'll make the playoffs and win the first round. That's already better than they did in the last couple years. And I'm not a Met fan, but I gotta call it like I see it. They're gonna make the playoffs, I think, win the division, and win a round. That's my opinion. Yeah, Gersh is saying White Sox turning the corner. Yes, one of my 3 teams I picked out the gate. Bad pick that I made once they lost Rondon, who was their ace, their heart. And you know about Hart, Jeff, because you seen what happened when Josh Hader left the Brewers. They Hart and the relief all died. So when Rondo went down, they all died, and then they're not hitting. La Russa seems like he's getting worse as he's getting older. I felt like La Russa could have left last year on top, you know, taking them to the playoffs, you know, losing to the Stros, hell of a series. Instead, he decided to go another year, and you're seeing that he's not as sharp as he used to be because La Russa is not making a lot of game decisions, a great game decision. You know what I'm saying? He's just not. He's not putting the picture when he should. His lineup ain't what it should. And I understand if guys ain't producing, there's nothing you could do. So the White Sox are kind of bad all the way around, though they are not out of the Central yet. But the way the Guardians play the last 2 games and the way the Twins are looking, it's going to be hard for the White Sox to overcome either of them teams. What else we got? Yeah, Chango's in the building. What's up, Chango? Chango, I can't be mad at you. He said Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I can't argue that. They winning right now without 2 of their best pitchers. Slamming everybody. So I can't argue that. Let me see what else we got here. Okay, worst 3 of the baseball, Colorado Angels and Orioles. I would say the Angels are the most disappointing. You know, when you get Shohei, you get the young boy Rendon that they got from the Nationals, who was playing garbage before he got hurt. I don't want to hear he got hurt. He was garbage. American League, couldn't hit the American League. You got Mike Trout hurt, playing, whatever. You got all these studs, man. They had Marsh, you know what I mean, Walsh, and you can't win. I mean, Noah Parker said earlier he liked them to be the most surprising team in baseball and even make a run in the playoffs. And you seen what happened to the Angels. They no bueno. Angels is just no bueno. You know, Madden couldn't do nothing with them. Phil Nevin definitely ain't the answer. So I would have to say the Angels are the most disappointing team, Jeff. Orioles is actually a team that's on the rise. Baltimore Orioles got a lot of young studs who love to play baseball, and it's fun once again in Baltimore. Now, are they going to win anything? No. They might not make the playoffs? No. But they're a fun bunch to watch. I'm telling you. What else we got? Gambino said who I like coming out the National League. It comes down to two teams, especially after the way the Mets handled the Braves today. I would have to say the Mets or the Dodgers. Two obvious choices, but I'm trying to think who can beat these guys in a 7-game series. And I'm not sold on St. Louis pitching. St. Louis can compete with anybody. I'm just not sold on their pitching. And the Braves don't have a leader. Freeman's not there. So I think that's where they'll come up short. So I'm going to have to say Mets or Dodgers. Gun in my head. Probably the Mets because of their pitching. It's hard for me to go against good pitching. It really is. And they got two studs over there, bro. I love DeGrom and Scherzer. See what else we got. Yeah, great point, Gambino. Story today, Kareem Hunt, one side of Cleveland. Basically a dual back. I think he still got a lot in his tank. Kareem got a lot in his tank. I remember he lost. He didn't play for X amount of games. He can help somebody that really needs him. I'm trying to think of a team right off the back that could really utilize them. I mean, I don't think Kansas City will pick him up again, but he definitely could go over there and make noise. I mean, I know they got a couple backs, but if you could get a Kareem Hunt for cheap, you Kansas City, you got to get him. I mean, Green Bay Packers could use Kareem Hunt. I think that'll be a perfect fit if you ask me, because he could come out the backfield and catch some balls for Aaron Rodgers on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. You know, Hunt could be that guy. You know, the only thing is I know they got Ronnie Jones over there. I know they got Jones, but hey, if you could get Kareem Hunt, why not? Why not? That's if you could get him for cheap. So I'll say Chiefs and Green Bay will be a perfect landing for Kareem Hunt, Gambino. Piece of bottle back in the building. Can the Dolphins win a division? Great question. There's no Tom Brady over there, so anything is possible. But I think the Bills are just too good, Pete. The Bills got better, and Allen's just incredible. I'm going to say no. If Tua Tagovailoa has a great season, I could see them being second place here. I could see them being second in that division. But I don't think they overtake the Buffalo Bills. No. What else we got? Yeah. Gambino gets that they may get AB just to fill in for Hill. Week 1 don't work. That's opening another can of worms. And Antonio Brown, from my understanding, he's done in the NFL. Dude's rapping right now. I don't know if nobody want to deal with him. And not only that, he ran off the field against the, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a championship franchise. Ain't nobody gonna trust AB. AB's done in the NFL, my opinion. See what else we got. Wiggles said the Blue Jays might be the Yankee problems. Right now, Wiggles, to be quite frankly with you, everybody's going to be a problem for the Yankees right now because we hitting low. But once we steam back up, we normally beat up our division, so I'm not worrying about none of those guys. But if you mean in recent play, like if we play them in the next couple series or whatever, yeah, they'll probably get us too. Because right now we're not playing Yankee baseball. But like I said, once we get over these dog days, hopefully we can get out of August alive and then make a run in September and make a real run through the playoffs, etc. What else we got here? Cam Guidry in the building, my brother. What's going on, baby? My man CJ in the building. CG. Let me say it right. CG Technology. Cam Guidry. Let me see what else you guys got. Jesse, great question. What is my thought on football this year? I like that question, Miss Jess. It's going to be great. Football is going to be great. Football is actually great every year, Miss Jess, to be honest with you. But with all these acquisitions and changes and the schedule make it seem to be making better games, especially on primetime games. I kind of got a little glimpse at it. Wow, a lot of great matchups. Football is going to be great once again. I'm going to just leave it like that. Let me see what else you guys got. I'm strolling through. Well, like I said, on paper, Gambino, the Padres got a hell of a team. When you pick up Soto and Bell, who's the sleeper of the trade, Bell's hitting 315 bombs, something like that, 50-somewhat RBI. Bell's having a real great Bell season. And then you got Soto, and then, like I said, with the Machados, the Profars, the Kims, Tatis, he gets back. I'm going to listen to what Jeff Gerson said. I think when Tatis gets back, I think that's when they're going to make their run. It's sad they got to wait for that. I think they got a great team right now to do it. But I think Tatis will give them that finishing touch. Not to mention, he loosens up that locker room. Like right now, he's not playing. He's still friendly. But it's nothing like when Tatis hits a home run and he starts dancing. I mean, the guy could dance his ass off. And once he starts dancing when he hits a home run in that dugout, it does something to the team, man. And right now they're not getting that because he's not playing. But watch when he hits a home run and he gets that dugout going, and then they're going to know right there, you know what? Now we got our whole team. So hopefully something like that can wake them boys up, because they need a wake-up call, especially playing the Dodgers. They seem not to figure them guys out, period. What we got, guys? I love the questions today, guys. I'm very impressed. I'm as impressed as I ever been. Last week I was impressed. Week before, super impressed. And there was many weeks where I was not impressed. But you guys are bringing it. Let me see what else you guys got here. No, Jesse, Cowboys still got they still got the same head coach. McCarthy's still the head coach over there. I mean, they got some pieces over there, new pieces. Dak Prescott, they saying, is in his best condition ever. They saying he will be able to run the ball somewhat this year, like, you know, run for first downs, because he looked like a stiff robot back there. I mean, there was times where there was nothing but real estate just to get 5 yards, and he couldn't even get that. So I'm hoping that he lost some weight. He's not as tight, like stiff. I don't like stiff Dak. If he drops some weight, maybe become more, you know, more elusive. That's the word I'm looking for. If he could be a little more elusive and running in a couple of first downs for us, move the chains, that'll help our defense. It'll give confidence to our offense. And last but not least, it will give him more confidence. So I love my Cowboys, but I'm not sold. I'm sorry. We got Bellado in the building finally. Yeah, Bellado, Tatis comes back. If the Padres can't figure it out with Tatis back, they ain't never going to figure it out. And I'm actually making an excuse for them, because without Tatis, with that fucking lineup they got right now, they should be able to be swarming everything in front of them. Everything. Even the Dodgers. And they're not. All right, let me see what else we got. No, Benny, they're not the same guy. I just broke it down. Olsen could put up all the numbers as Freeman, but he's not a leader of men in that locker room. Very huge. If you know anything about a leader, then you understand exactly what I'm saying. Olsen would never be the leader of the Braves, and Freeman was their leader. Bottom fucking line. So no, they're not the same guy. Let me see what else we got here. He said, should the St. Louis Cardinals move to the St. Louis Rams Arena? No, I think they love Busch Stadium. I know my boy Jeffrey Gerson would be really upset if that happened. Something about Busch Stadium. It's just something about the memories, the history of that stadium. I mean, you don't want to leave that stadium, especially after what Freeze did in that last World Series. No, you don't. You want to stay in Busch Stadium. Let me see what else. Yeah, Jeff Gerson. I wanted to bring that up in our show on Friday. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. Big Papi, I want to hear Humpty. Humpty, if you here, I want to hear you on this. Big Papi got in the Hall of Fame. I love Big Papi. But to me, by you letting Papi in, my question to everybody is, that has to open up a huge can of worms for Bonds to get in now. The Palmeiros of the world, the A-Rod, McGuire, Sosa, even Pete Rose. How do you get Papi in and not get everybody else in? Or at least half of the bunch I just mentioned. That's going to be something I want to wait on. I want to see what happens there. I want to see. Salute to Marissa. God bless you, girl. Let me see what else we got. Wiggles, Brooklyn Nets. I don't even know what they up to until they trade Durant, Kyrie. We're not going to know what kind of team they got, what direction they headed to. I mean, we do know they want to trade their 2 stars. That's a fact. But we don't know who they getting back for them. So it's hard for me to predict anything without knowing what package they're getting. So I'll wait till that happens. Then we'll kick it some more. Big Adolf in the building. What up? You got to be eating a burrito, Adolf. Benny said, what AFC North team is going to win this year? That's tough, man. I mean, I want to say Ravens, but is Lamar playing? Like, they didn't give Lamar a new contract. Then you can't say Cleveland because of their quarterback issues. Pittsburgh got a new quarterback. I mean, that North, I would have to say Cincinnati. We're going Cincinnati all over again. Get out, get out. Home run Bellinger. Whole head Santiago. I hope you're still there. This is why Bellinger's so fucking dangerous. Batting 9th, low batting average, right? But he's a fucking home run threat every at bat. Got 2 bombs today in a big National League West series. That's what I'm saying why the Dodgers are tough. When you got a Bellinger hitting 9th, 2 bombs today, this is why the Dodgers are super tough. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, Gerson agrees with me. Cincinnati wins that division again. Yeah, Benny, he'll be back. He'll be back. We don't know what percentage he'll be back, but we know he'll be back. Now, what they got to hope is that he doesn't get hurt severely again where he's out for the season. Then it becomes a toss-up. But if Burrow can get back and get back into form slowly, the Bengals will win that division again. What else we got? Joey Gallo. I don't even think I've seen a Joey Gallo sighting this whole series. I mean, I didn't watch the whole series entirely. But Gallo, I like Gallo. I wish the Yankees would have kept him. I think they could have worked with him. But I guess now the Dodgers are going to work with him. And there's a reason why the Dodgers got him. They must not be signing some outfielder. Because there's a reason why they got Joey Gallo. I'm telling you right now. Wiggles talk about what's up with the Broncos. I got them getting into the playoffs. Are they going to win a chip? No. My prediction is that Russell the Muscle will get them in the playoff. They got good defense, good offense, good running game. Can Russell the Muscle get them in the playoffs? I think yes. What else we got? Yeah, Bilardo, I'm thinking wild card or, just get in. Just get in. I got a wager on that. Small wager with my boy that they'll get in. He thinks they won't. I think they will. Okay, guys. Well, we've been rocking, man. It's been about an hour. Appreciate your efforts, man. Your efforts was through the beginning to the end. Now, I don't want to hang up and then I get 15 more questions. So I'm going to wait a few minutes to see if you guys are dialing it up. And if you're not, then I'm going to just shut it off because I met my requirement, which is an hour. And remember, this is commercial free. It ain't like the TV shit. They give a half hour and a half hour work. No, this commercial free. Adolph said Mets all day. Another Met fan. I ain't mad at you, especially after dominating that series. But let me throw this out there again. Rest in peace to Vince Scully, the GOAT of baseball. Rest in peace to Bill Russell, the GOAT of the big mans. We lost two genuine individuals in the last couple of weeks. And God bless both their souls. Vince Scully and Bill Russell. Love them both. All right, guys, let me know because I'm about to hang it up. Let me know. Let me see. Jeff got a last-minute thing going on here. Oh, my God. Jeff Gerst is starting up some stuff right now. He's saying that a lot of the defensive players slept with Ciara. I don't have no information on that. I heard rumors about Ciara in the past. I thought she was happy with Russell. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say this is a lie until proven guilty. Seems like Jeff is just trying to stir something up. Jeff, if you ain't got no facts, you know what I mean? Those are harsh words to say right now. Harsh words to say. Let me see what else. I'm hoping that, Jeff, I'm hoping they make a lot of noise in Denver. I mean, I know Russell got a lot in his tank. People looking at Russell last couple of years with basically no weapons, thinking he's losing it. You know, I understand you got Metcalf and Baldwin, but if they double team, triple team every fucking play, then what does that mean? Guys telling me, yeah, but he had Metcalf. Metcalf's one of the top 3 receivers. But if he's doubled and triple team, what the fuck does it mean? I remember when Julio was double and triple team. He couldn't score no touchdowns. Y'all remember that? When he had 3 touchdowns the whole season and people were knocking him? How do you knock him when he's triple team in the fucking end zone? You understand what I'm saying? So you have to have weapons. And right now in Denver, they got at least 4 receivers that can catch the ball. They ain't got no real studs. Maybe Judy might be the only stud and Sutton a potential stud. But they got guys that can make plays. Trust me as I tell you. What else we got? Jeff said he got players' names that slept with Ciara. Wow. We might have to save that information for Friday's show, Jeff. Real talk. Let me see what else we got. Well, let me tell you something. I seen Beast Mode. Beast Mode got game. Not only he's a real dude, like he was walking by himself. He had no bodyguards with a bad shorty. So we all know Beast Mode got game from the West Coast. I wouldn't be surprised if Beast Mode put hands on Ciara. I'm going to keep it 100. If he was anywhere close around her, some music on, drinks, I wouldn't be surprised. But you got to prove to me he's seen Ciara in a situation like that. If he did, I believe it. But if you, like I said, if it's just rumors, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Let's see. Let's keep going, guys. Cam Chancellor, that's my guy. Let me tell you something. Russell Wilson, when I say he's a tough, real good quarterback, I mean that on the field. He's the sweetest guy off the field. He ain't no thug. Ain't nothing thug about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is one of them Uncle Tom kind of cats. But on the football field, the guy balls out. Something happens to him on the football field, just like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the sweetest talker that anybody ever met. You know what I mean? Talk about, what's that shit he said? Jesus juice, whatever. But Mike's a sweet guy, but on stage, something happens to Michael. I mean, he is extraordinary on stage. And that's like Russell. When Russell's on that field, something happens to him. But off the field, he's the sweetest they come. He's cheeks. What else we got? Steve Levine in the building. You got to watch the repeat. Great show as always. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, Wilson is soft off the field. On the field, I love his courage. I love what he brings. I love what he brings to North Carolina State. I love what he brings to Wisconsin. He beat out that quarterback in the NFL. He did good with Seattle. I mean, put up Hall of Fame kind of numbers. And now his newest chapter starting with the Denver Broncos, and I don't see why he ain't going to continue his success. Russell Wilson is the fucking truth. What else we got, guys? Steve Levine, you got something for me before I hang it up, man? Talk to me, man. I can't believe I'm outlasting you guys. It's like 50 guys against one, and I'm still standing. I'm going back to see if I might have missed any questions, because a lot of times I lose questions. Yeah, I'm going to go back to a Jeff question. LaRussa and Dave Duncan. Should Duncan been given more credit than he has? I mean, Duncan learned under LaRussa. I don't know. I'll let you answer that, Jeff. They was in your town, so you could call that more than me. I love Tony LaRussa, but I just think his time is up. Some people just don't know when their time is up. Just like right now, if you pushing 35 plus and you still in a club, I mean a club with 19 and 20-year-olds, your time been up, dog. And that's the same thing with a lot of other stuff. You know, like these managers sometimes want to take it all the way to 65, 70 plus, and certain managers can get away with it. One of them being, of course, Bill Belichick. But a lot of managers, you know, you're just not as sharp. I mean, look at Coach K. Coach K in his last 3 years, if you ask me, the guys beneath him did all the coaching. All he did was make the major moves, but everybody helped him survive another 2-3 years. You understand me? These are all Coach K guys, so they know what to expect from him. They know what he wants, so he didn't have to work as hard. You understand what I'm saying? But in baseball, it's different, and LaRussa's feeling it right now. LaRussa should have left the game last year. That would have been a beautiful way to leave the game. I mean, a nice, strong, beautiful way to leave the game. Taking the White Sox to the playoffs where nobody expected it. What else we got? Okay, guys. Man, you guys are bringing it, man. I'm not mad, man. Adolf said Tom Brady's the man. A lot of people would agree with you. Jeff said, do the Cardinals win 19 in a row? No. But one thing I can say is the Redbirds are balling. They ran my team out of St. Louis. That's a fact. Yeah, Wiggles, Buffalo Bills definitely got a great chance. Indeed, they got a great chance. We got Breezy in the building, my brother. Salute to Brian Breezy, a LES legend. Appreciate you on board, Big Daddy. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, Bills Mafia, man. They got a young boy named Hunter Krause who's always on my show. He love the Bills, man. Noah Parker's another Bill lover. And Noah liked them when they was horrible. So I can back Noah Parker up on that. He didn't jump on no bandwagon like a lot of people do. A lot of people jump on bandwagons. And that's another issue I have in sports. An issue that I will continue to address. Is these lying handicappers and these bandwagon fans. Oh, I'm coming for all of y'all. So y'all gonna have to not even show up on the show because y'all getting called out. I'm a diehard. I show face right now. The Yankees are playing bad baseball. I still post the Yankees. Still post no excuses. We're gonna win. I don't want to mention Met fans, but a lot of Met fans be going that away when shit goes bad. I mean, there's so many Met fans that show up when they winning. I didn't even know they were Met fans. My partner with Met fans, and I understand y'all been bad for a lot of years, so it's hard to show face when you're bad. I get it. But what makes a real fan is somebody that represents their team during bad times. And I know a lot of real Met fans. I know some diehard Met fans that wore Met jerseys during bad times. And a lot of people on my page, that is not you guys. No, not a lot. Some, yeah, but not a lot. Yankee fan, I've been a fan in the 80s when we were horrible. I'm still a Knick fan, and we ain't do shit since I was born. I believe in loyalty with your team. Now, gambling-wise, I might bet against my teams and stuff via because of money, because the bosses of each franchise are not going to help me pay no bills, but that doesn't mean I'm not a fan. I will always salute and represent my teams. And you guys got to start doing that. Don't just show up when your teams are winning, because I see it, man. And it looks horrible. Because when your motherfuckers are losing, y'all ain't nowhere to be found. You motherfuckers don't even be on Facebook. Y'all take your accounts off. And I'm here, I show face regardless. Right now the Yankees are playing bad baseball. And I'm here saying, let's go Yanks. I salute my team through everything. What else you got? You already know, Wiggs. I call it like I see it. Sandra finally tapped into the building. What up, Miss Sandra? Wasting your time in Florida. What's wrong with you, girl? Ado, we didn't only lose today. Let me correct you. We got swept. And we got swept against the Mets last week. We lost the home series to Seattle. So we're not playing good baseball. I think we did pretty good against the Orioles, but that's not saying much. It was another weak team we play, very weak team. But like I said, we just got to win the division and then let everything come to par. Like, get people healthy, start hitting again, do the little things that you did to make y'all win early in the year. Right now, we're not doing that, bottom line. All right, guys, where we at? I'm very impressed with the work, y'all. I can't lie. Benny, don't make that bet. The Orioles will not make the playoffs. Are they a fun bunch to watch? Yes, they are. But do not make the bet that they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, if you do, it's 15-1. You're getting good money, but I just don't see it. I don't think the Jays are going to give up that spot, or the Rays. One of those two will get that last spot. Boston, it's fair to say Boston is out. Boston threw the towel in. The Red Sox been through the towel in. But the Jays and Rays are still trying to get that last spot. Orioles will not get that. Okay, guys, we're almost closing it up. Let's see. Yeah, Bilardo, I just basically mentioned the Yankees got swept. Okay, guys, listen, I'm going to cut it short. I want to say thank you to everybody, man. I love the participation. I love the questions. And like I said, guys, this is something I want to do with you guys. When you don't participate because of what, I don't understand that. This show, like I said, is to bring y'all in. Even a hater should take advantage of that. You know what? He calling my name out. He letting me be heard. He putting my opinion out there. Yes, for free of charge. Like I said, this is more to participate, to show y'all that I'm doing this shit for real. Not only that, I like to put my skill set out there for y'all can know that I don't Google shit. Yes, I do homework. I got to do homework to find out who's hitting what. But a lot of my shit is right off the melon, man. And if this show here don't prove it to y'all, then I don't know what else I need to do. But all of y'all that know me my whole life knew no matter what I jumped into, I always had sports with me. Whether I acted like a murderer, or I acted like a thug, or I acted like a hip-hopper, or I acted like a househead, whatever it was. I always had sports with me. And now all that shit now is coming out 30, 40 plus years. It's all in me. It's nothing I can do or you can do about it. It's something I always took serious. When I watched baseball as a kid, sports, I always paid mind. I always really listened. I didn't just watch it and not pay attention. I was tuned the fuck in. And now I'm able to express this to y'all many years later. And I'm just thankful for the fact that you guys participate and you guys believing in me. And like I said, man, this ain't no short term. I'm doing this to the day I die, man. I got to. And I can't lose, man. Even if I don't ever make it to where I want to, that doesn't mean I lost, man. Because I'm going to always give y'all this raw, man, no matter what, man. And I'm going to leave it like that. Thank you guys. You see how you guys get me when y'all go all in? This is how I get. I get overexcited with it. I get crazy with it. I get turned out with it. But when you guys start playing that first half hour shit, 2 questions, I'm like, what the fuck's going on with these people? What's going on? I'm setting up the platform for them to get wrecked, and they still don't want no wreck. But you know what? That's the past tense. Everybody now is touching in, doing their thing, and you know I shouted everybody out. Everybody get love on my show, even if you disagree with me. Look at X-Man, always disagreeing with me. He gets shouted out on my show, because that's how I do. And with that, ask me whatever. ALYORK Sports at the Shady Grove in Las Vegas. Love y'all, man. Until Friday, open sessions and giveaways. I'll see y'all soon. God bless everybody, man.